Not only does the new live-action Lilo and Stitch remake completely fumble the ending, having Nani relinquish custody of Lilo, simultaneously obliterating the theme of Ohana, promoting mainland superiority, and doing away with a pillar of Nani's character, which was her obligation to her duties. But to add insult to injury, I don't think that they handled the character of Stitch well at all, particularly, like many people pointing out, the omission of the ugly duckling scene. And this scene is critical not only because it's so freaking cute, but it is a turning point for Stitch's character. He is a highly intelligent alien species, but he has yet to understand the idea of family, and it plants the seed of belonging, particularly because the lesson comes from Lilo. But it also lays the groundwork for the big speech he gives to the Grand Councilwoman at the end of the film. See, the thing is, if you're going to remove the ugly duckling scene, at least replace it with another moment to start the trajectory of Stitch's character. And I thought maybe they were going to do it with the surfing scene. So let me point your attention to the animated version of the surfing scene, because Stitch is afraid to go in the water. It's clearly outlined by Jumba, who's hiding in the tree with Pleakley, that he can't go in the water because he's scared of drowning because he's really dense. He can't swim. But he sees this image of family between Nani, David, and Lilo, and he wants to be a part of it so bad. He starts to do things to feel like he can be a part of this little moment that they're having, and that little seed for belonging is starting to grow. So what happens next is critical. He decides that he needs to meet them where they are. So he is going to go in the water and go surfing. And look at how he pleads with Lilo to make this happen. Until he finally makes it out to the water, overcoming his fear, and gets to feel the thrill, the joy of what it is to be part of Lilo and Nani's family. But in the live action version, do we get any of that nuance and character development within the surfing sequence? No. Stitch simply witnesses a dog on a surfboard and thinks, hey, I could do that. And that little change from a sulking Stitch to a very excited Stitch to go surfing with Lilo is really a huge character change, because now he's no longer overcoming a fear, he is simply excited to go surfing. And sure, some of you might be thinking in the grand scheme of the changes they made in the live action film that the surfing scene is not the one that we should be focusing on. However, I chose this one purposefully to show that I am not just a hater for hater's sake. I chose this less obvious character development change to demonstrate that this movie is a shell of the animated version. This movie is not storytelling at its finest. It does not elevate the source material. It does not take the opportunity to further explore the themes and identities that were presented to us in the first film. It is content. It is content that is a watered down version of the original film. And just ask yourself, if they weren't going to give us an enhanced version of the source material with the new medium of live action cinema, then what was the point? And you already know the answer.